All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, Brakatay Howell, Brakatay Howell Shine, Brakatay Howell, Brakatay Howell Shine, Brakatay Howell, Brakatay Howell Shine, Call Hala Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shine, Bahashim Brakakadash. All right, that's what this word English calls God and Jesus Christ in ancient Hebrew tongue. All right, and also I want to give double honor to the apostles, a great millstone, who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today. Third, I want to give peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth that's pushing this truth and sincerity out there in the highways and byways, man. All right. Also want to give another shout out to the Israelite foreigners out there that's out here looking like the other heathen nations, waking up and coming back to their heritage, man. All right, and also want to give another shout out to the sisters that's out here doing the works, man, the outwalks, man. All right, I want to say shout out to y'all, man. For staying in order, man. The ones that stand in order, man. All right, not out here trying to teach, man. All right. With that, I want to say shalom. All right. And today I'm gonna go over a quick topic, man. All right, going out there on those highways and byways, man, prophesying and going out there prophesying the downfall of America, man. All right, and it's pretty much it's going out there to the highways and byways, but it's also going into, if you don't got a camp, you still got to go out there, man. If you by yourself, man, you still got to go out there in the highways and byways, man. Just because you by yourself, you ain't got a camp to congregate with, man. Hey, man, you still can go out there and push the truth, man. All right, Yahweh Shah did it, man. All right, Yahweh Shah went out there by himself and walked around and, did his thing, man. All right, you claim to follow Yahweh Shah. Well, Yahweh Shah did that, so you should be doing the same thing, man. You can't just, oh, man, I ain't got no brothers to congregate with, I can't go out there. No, man, you can set up, man. I did it myself. I got motivated to do it, man, because, hey, we was on so-called Christmas, our job gave us a week off, well, a week and a half, So I was like, shit, since I ain't doing nothing else, I might well, because the other ahchyam, half of them had to work. So, so I was like, shit, on the weekday, I just go, before we go out on Saturday, I was like, I'm going to just go out by myself, man. I got motivated to go out by myself, man. All right. And it felt good to do that, man. To go out by myself. The first time I did that 2 days, man. I did it for 2 days, man. So I went out to camp 3 days. I went out there 2 by myself and Saturday with the body, man. All right. And it felt beautiful to go out there 3 days in the week. And I'm glad Yahweh Shah put it on my spirit to do so, man. All right. And you gain respect from Yahweh Shah going out there by yourself, man, pushing this truth, man, because, hey, man, anything can happen out there and you ain't got the body, to kind of protect you or, fight back with you, just in case you might get jumped. Even though we ain't carnal, but, we're going to still protect ourselves at the end of the day, man, We ain't going to let nobody just slap us around and shit like that. But, we ain't going to get carnal, But you get the point, man. All right. But the point is, hey, man, don't be afraid to go out there by yourself to push this truth, man. All right. So, because, hey, man, hey, you basically count yourself as the ones that hid their talents, man. All right. You basically hiding your talents by not want to go out there in the highways and byways. Yeah, you doing your videos on your phone, But and then again, some brothers might not be able. Some brothers got to sneak the truth. So I understand the ones who, their parents really tripping and, they under their household and they really ain't got to say so in it. But if you can go out there by yourself, man, you should go, man. All right, for real, because you really hiding your talents at the end of the day, man. And we're going to get that account, man, that parable, man. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25. All right, this is the book of Matthew, 25, I'm going to start at verse 15. It says, let me move this out of the way. All right, it says Matthew 25, verse 15. In the red letter Yahweh Shah, and it says, in the 2-1, he gave 5 talents. All right, so he gave one person 5 talents, meaning he gave them more understanding. And then he says to another, he gave 2, meaning they midway, they got half, I ain't gonna say half true, but they got, they don't know everything. They don't know pretty much everything, but, they got understanding pretty much. And then it says, and to another one, to every man. So let me read it again. It said, and to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. So, and then it says, to every man according to his several abilities, and straightway took his journey. So, verse 16 says, then he that had received the 5 talent went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents. So he went, he went, well, the man gave him 5 talents. So what he did was trading, he got 5 more talents back, man. And then verse 17 says, and likewise, he that had received 2 also gained other 2. So he gave 2 more talents, meaning he gained 2 more, more wisdom, more understanding, man. All right. Verse 18 says, but he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. And that's what you're doing, man. You hiding the truth that Yahweh Shem Shai gave it to you, man. All right, you like the one that had that 1 talent. Yahweh Shem Shai he might have gave you little understanding, but you hid that talent because why? You might have was scared to go out there in the highways and byways because you was going to be scared. You didn't know a lot, and you was going to be scared that you was going to get hit with questions. If you get hit with questions, hey, you just tell them you don't know instead of lying to him, because if you lying, you basically lying on Yahweh Shem Shai, on his word, man. So it's better for you to just say you don't know, and then if you don't know, just go back and research it and gain more information, then go back out and, hey, I'd rather like you see him again, then you be like, hey man, hey, do you remember that question you told me back then? Hey, I got the answer for it now. That's what you do, man. All right. Verse 18, let's read again. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. All right. Verse 19. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoned with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. So he gained more talents, man. Verse 21, his Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou whom thou hast been faithful over a few things, I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter down into the joy of the Lord. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. And behold, I have gained 2 other talents besides them. Verse 23, his Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter down into the joy of thy Lord. Verse 24, the point. All of the point, but the main point. It says, verse 24, Slakia. Verse 24. Then he which had received that 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathered where thou hast not strawed. So he was basically pretty much trying to hide the talent, man. All right, verse 25. And I was afraid. Yeah, you basically being afraid going out there in them highways and byways trying to hide the talent that the Lord gave unto you, man. All right, he said, and I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. And lo, there thou hast that is slot. There thou hast that is shine is dying slot. So basically, you hiding your talents that Yahweh it's like you basically hiding your talents that Yahweh Shem Shai gave it to you, man. All right. And verse 26 says, his Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked. So he called you wicked. Because you not going out there in them highways and byways, man. He calling you wicked, man. If you know this truth, hey, man, go out there, man. Don't be afraid. All right, he says, thou wicked and slothful servant. So you a slothful servant for not trying to want to go out there in the highways and byways, man. All right, trying to do the works of Yahweh Shem Shai. It said, and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I have not scrawled. Verse 27, thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the strangers, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. Verse 28, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which had 10 talents. So what Yahweh Shem Shai is going to do, hey, since you want to hide that talent, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to take that talent away from you and put it on another and give it to another brother who sincerely wants to have that talent, man, want to have more wisdom and understanding of the scriptures, man. And that's what we trying to tell you brothers, man. Go out there, man. Don't be afraid to be, the get hit with questions, or you might get afraid somebody might beat you up on anything. Hey, man, at the end of the day, if you fear Yahweh Shem Shai, you're going to go out there in the highways and byways. And if you also fear him, he going to make sure the angels protect you, man, especially if you out there by yourself. You think the Lord not going to make sure his prophets is straight, especially you by yourself? Man, let's get that. Psalms 34. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 34, and verse 7. It says, the angel of the Lord Yahweh Bashin Yahushua encamping around them that fear him. And you fear him by going out them highways and byways, keeping his law, statute, commandments, and doing what you got to do, pushing out your videos, etc., man. It said, and delivered them. So if you fearing Yahweh Bashin and doing your videos, doing everything you need to do, Yahweh Bashin is going to make sure you're good, man. He's going to make sure that you protected when you out there on the highways and byways by yourself, man. All right? Not only that, when you going out there on the highways and byways, you making your body as a living sacrifice, man. All right, because the highways and byways is the altar, man. All right, So let's get there real quick. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, and verse 1. It says, "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the let me read that again. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto which is your reasonable service." So you present your body as a living sacrifice when you're going out there in them highways and byways, man, because not everybody is gonna go out there in them highways and byways and present their body as a living sacrifice. Cause you see you got niggas out here doing videos just over the phone, thinking that's gonna get them salvation. No, man. It's more better to present you're not doing what other brothers are doing, because you got other brothers out here risking their lives out here, man. Hey, anything is bound to happen out there in them highways and byways, man. People get offended, people get mad, anything is happening. So you're not presenting your body as a living sacrifice if you're not going out there in them highways and byways, man. All the prophets back in the day, they did what? They went out there and preached, man. They preached the words of Yahweh Shah. And guess what? Ultimately, they was killed, man, because they was what? They was speaking truth. You not present your body as a living sacrifice over the phone, man. And can't nobody kill you over the phone, man. Unless you commit suicide, somebody bully you over the phone. But, physically, nobody can't kill you or nobody can't harm you over no goddamn phone, man. All right? So you not present your body as a living sacrifice by not going out there in them highways and byways, man. All right? And like I said, man, hey, you got plenty of brothers out there going out there by themselves, presenting their body as a living sacrifice, man. They don't. Hey, man, like I said, man, the brother I know, I believe he's from Louisiana, and he go out there by himself, man. And we all know about Louisiana, man. So hey, man, for him to go out there in Louisiana and prophesy, man, if I'm not mistaken, he's from Louisiana. Hey, man, hey, he really present his body as a living sacrifice out there, man. And he ain't gonna spare you neither. So he doing what he commanded to do. Go out there in them highways and byways. He making, like the scripture say, he's making his election sure, man. All right, so let's get there real quick, man. All right, that's in the book of 2 Peter. All right, that's the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 10. Because you going out the highways and byways, you basically helping making your election sure, man. All right, it says, verse 10, 2 Peter 1 and 10. It says, wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligency to make your calling and a slug. All right, I think I got a slug. Let me read it again, verse 10. It said, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye should never fail, man. So if you're doing the things you need to do, you will never fail, man. You making your election sure. You making sure that you want to make it on those chariots when all hell break loose, man. When World War III, y'all was trying coming back and fight Esau. You want to make sure that you on the chariot, man. You want to make your election sure. You want to make sure you out there, you on a chariot on that day, man. You want to make sure that you part of the 144,000 elect, man. All right. You're not trying to help make your election sure if you don't want to come out there in the highways and byways, because you basically saying you don't got faith, man. All right, if you don't want to go out there in the highways and byways, you basically hiding your talents, man. You don't want to make your election sure, man. All right, like I said, man, you going out there by yourself. You going out there by yourself, hey, man, you basically getting, Yahweh Shai is going to respect that, man. All right? He's going to be like, wow, like this brother really stepped out his comfort zone to go out there in them highways by himself, man. All right, presenting his body as a living sacrifice. And honestly, me, man, when I went out there, hey, because usually I go to camp every Saturday, but I also want to go out, for the week since I wasn't doing nothing. So I was just like, fuck it, let me go out there, man. Ain't shit else I want, ain't shit else better to do. So I'm like, what's better to do besides, go out there in the highways and byways? Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, your boy was nervous. But guess what? I had to gird up my loins like a fucking man, man. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Yeah, I was nervous. Of course I was nervous, man, because, I'm out there by myself, all eyes on me. But guess what, man? You can't be scared, man. You gotta push the words in Yahweh Shem Shah, because did not Yahweh Shem Shah said, "He that be I'm gonna get that in the future too. I'm gonna get that in the future. I ain't gonna call it out right now, man. All right. So this is the book of Job, chapter 38, verse 3. It says, gird up now thy loins like a man, for I would demand of thee, and answer thou me. So you need to gird up your loins like a man, and come out there in them highways and byways and present your body as a living sacrifice, man. All right, you're not presenting, like I said, man, you're not presenting your body as a living sacrifice over that phone, man. All right, you present your body as a living sacrifice out there in them highways and byways, man. Pushing the truth and sincerity, man. Not sparing nobody's feelings. Going back to Isaiah 58:1, man. You're not supposed to be afraid to do the works you have by Shem Shah, man. All right, and like I was saying, man, let me get that precept going into basically being ashamed of this truth. All right, I believe that's in Matthew's. Luke 9:26. Kind. Because you basically being ashamed of going out there by yourself because you scared. You basically, it's like I don't know if you scared to push the words you have about some shot, because everybody might be like, this nigga got a Bible in his hand, going out there to preach the word. And then, a cute ass girl, fine ass girl might walk up and be like, this nigga really got a Bible. Because, Eve just don't know. Majority of them don't know what the hell going on. And then, you might get ashamed like, damn, these girls might think I'm lame. You know what I'm saying? So you basically being ashamed of Yahweh Shem Shah, man, to go preach his word. And then you know how Eve get. They start getting a fucking recording and be like, this nigga got a Bible in his hand. They put it all on Snap, Instagram and shit. But hey, man, let's get it to the point, man. Luke 9:26. It says, for whosoever should be ashamed of me and of my words, because you basically being ashamed of you Yahweh Shem Shah words out there in them highways and byways, because you don't want to go out there and look stupid for them, man. All right. And I forgot that damn scripture. I ain't mean to say it like that, but I forgot the scripture where it was like we looked at it as a mystery towards the world or something like that, roughly paraphrasing. You brothers know what I'm talking about, man. But it says, for whosoever should be ashamed of me and of my words, because you basically being ashamed of Yahweh Shem Shah words, but not want to go out there and push this truth out there in the highways and byways. It says, of him should the Son of Man be ashamed. So he gonna be ashamed of you. And then it says, when he should come in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels. All right. So he's gonna be ashamed of you if you want to be ashamed of him, man. All right. So, hey, man, just go out there in them highways and byways and do what you got to do, man. Yeah, you might be nervous, because I was nervous. But guess what? I girded up my loins like a fucking man. I had to do what I had to do. I was doing what he commanded us to do, man. Go out there to them highways and hedges, man. All right, so let's get there real quick. I was commanded to do what we were supposed to do, man. All right, that's in the book of Luke. All right. It's the book of Luke. No, before I get Luke. Matter of fact, no, I'm going to get Luke. All right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 14, at verse 23. And it says, Luke chapter 14, verse 23. And it says, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah said unto the servants, go out into the highways and hedges, man. So he commanded us to go out there, man. All right, it ain't no excuse for you not to be out there, man. Whether you got to go by yourself or whether you got a camp with you, man. You commanded to go out there by yourself, man, or go out there with the body, man. There is no excuse why you shouldn't be out there in the highways and byways. Now, especially if you know it, you hiding your talents, man. Now, if you just not came in true, don't go out there by yourself. Don't. Because you still got to get rooted up. But I'm talking about for brothers out there that know this truth and got talents, man, go out there, man. Don't be afraid, man. All right, don't be afraid of this truth, man. Don't be afraid of the people, man. Half of the time, they don't even fucking walk up. They just look at you, man. So just do what you gotta do, man. Keep it pushing, man. Just do a quick little lesson out there, you know, a breakdown of a chapter. If somebody come up, then you feel me? You just explain shit to them. But you know, if not, go into like a Revelations breakdown, or go into Jacob's trouble, Esau being destroyed, etc. Man. All right, don't just do your videos all on the phone, man. Go inside of a corner of a store, or you know, a little downtown area. You know, there's plenty of places, man. I know you got a walking distance. If you ain't got a car, you know, walk up the block a little bit and go in the middle of the road. You know, where cars pass by, and go right there, man. There's no excuse, man. All right, it said, "And the Lord Yahweh Shai said unto his servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be fulfilled." And that's the goal, and that's the thing we doing right here, right now, man. We out in the highways and byways, pretty much, you know, prophesying and trying to compel people to come in. All right, we got the signs out, you know. Some brothers, like I said, you by yourself, you might not have no signs, but it is what it is. You ain't gotta, you don't have to have them, but you know, if you do, you do. But the point is, hey, those signs compare. Hey, sometimes them signs compel people to come in because they be like, "What y'all talking about?" You know, it helps out a little bit more. You know, back then they didn't have them, but now, you know, everything. You know, people just not waking up, so you gotta have the signs. Now, if people asking, "What y'all talking about? What y'all about?" You know, then we explain it to them. You know. But the point is to go out there in them highways and byways like he commanded. And he said, servants go out into he said, and the Lord said unto the servants, go out into, so that's a commandment. That's a commandment, man. He telling you to go out, man, into the highways and the byways, man. That's a commandment he wants us to do, man. All right? Because why? Wisdom cries in the streets, man. All right, wisdom crying on the phone, but you know, what if technology wasn't here, man? Well, how would you push forth this word? If you scared, if you hide, if you don't want to go out there by yourself. Say for example, you ain't had a phone, then what? What you gonna do? Slacking. Damn, I jumped on the phone. So, like I was saying, man, say if you didn't have a phone or something, man, or social media wasn't around, what would you do then? How would you push forth the word, man? That's because you need to go out there in them highways and byways where people can see you, man. All right, this Proverbs 1 and 20. That's a lot. Proverbs 1 and 20. It says, "Wisdom crieth without; she urged her voice in the streets, man." And that's what and wisdom is crying in the streets, man. Because why? The prophets is out there, man. The prophets out there spitting that wisdom that Yahweh Shai gave it to them, the talents, man. But you hiding your talents, now that wisdom not crying in the streets, because you're not out there prophesying, man. You're not out there spitting that wisdom to the people, so the wisdom not in the streets, man. All right, the wisdom gonna be on the streets, like I said, is because the prophets out there, man. If the prophets wasn't out there, wisdom wouldn't be out in the streets, man. Facts. So, man, go out there in them highways and byways, man. Don't be scared, man. All right, don't be scared to, you know, get hit with questions or, you know, anything, man. Just go out there, man. Show you how about Shai that you trying. Show you how about Shai you want to make it, man. Show them that you want to be part of the leg, bro. You're not supposed to be afraid, man. You're supposed to be a man in this truth, man. All right, you're supposed to be a man. Man up, man. All right. And I'm going to close out with this, man. This is the book of James. All right, this is the book of James, chapter 2. And I'm going to start at verse 17. It says, and I'm going to read down to verse 18. It says, "Even so, faith, if it had not works, it's dead being alone." So if you ain't got faith, slop. If you ain't got slop, it said, "Even so, faith, if it had not works, it's dead being alone." So you can have faith, but where your works at? Why you not going out there in them highways and byways? Why you not pushing forth out your videos, man? It's dead, man. So you got all you can have all the faith, because there's plenty of people they got faith in knowing they Israelites. You know, they faith, they know Yahweh Shai real, but where your works at, man? What you doing to make your, like I said, what you doing to make your election assured, man? All right, verse 18. It said, "Yea, a man say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works." So you got to show you how about Shai your works. You got to show you how about Shai your faith with your works, man. All right, because if you showing Yahweh Shah that you truly believe in him by you going out there to prophesy his words out there to the people, man. You basically showing that you got faith in his words, man. But you not showing that you got faith in Yahweh Shah words if you're not pushing his words out there in the highways and byways, man, where the scriptures tell you that wasn't crying out without. So you basically scared to throw out Yahweh Shah words out there in them highways and byways, man. Why? Because you don't got faith in them, man. You ain't got no damn works neither because you not out there in them highways and byways. I mean, yeah, you might got work. You might doing your videos online. Don't get me wrong. But the main works is out there going out there in them highways and byways, present your body as a living sacrifice, man. All right. And that's the point of this video, man. I just want to, motivate the brothers to go out there in them highways and byways, whether they be alone or whether they be with a camp, man. All right. Don't be afraid to not push forth this truth out here, man. We is in the end times, man. Every brother need to be getting motivated. Every brother need to be doing something to make their election sure, man. And that's the whole goal, that's the whole goal I want to motivate brothers to do, man. All right. So with that, I just pray that was edifying to the elect and the sincere sisters as well that believe in the Israelite foreigners that's out here, man. All right. I'm going to close out with giving our praise and glory to Yahweh, ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, ahchyam, Rakah Kadash. All right. Shalom.